Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing my top 20 NES games. These are the games that have really stood out to me over the years. Some are iconic classics that define the era, while others might be more underrated but still left a lasting impression, and that I've come to love for the gameplay, innovation, and nostalgia. So let's dive into the list and see which game made the cut. Coming in at number 20, we have Bad Dudes. This side-scrolling beat-em-up isn't perfect, but who can forget its premise? Are you bad enough dude to arrest the president? The over-the-top action and cheesy one-liners are quintessential 80s. Sure, the controls are a little stiff, but teaming up with a friend to punch ninjas made it unforgettable. Rygar comes in at number 19, and for good reason. This game was groundbreaking for its mix of action, platform, and RPG mechanics. The world felt massive, and the disc armor weapon was a unique twist that set it apart. Sure, the lack of save system was brutal, but finishing it in one sitting made you feel like a true gaming hero. At number 18, we got Battletoads. This game is infamous for its difficulty, but that's part of what makes it legendary. Each level felt completely different, from the beat 'em up sections to the turbo tunnel that destroyed friendships everywhere. The quirky humor and crazy gameplay variety kept me coming back, even if it meant endless retries. Coming in at number 17 is Mystery Quest. This charming platformer might not be as well known, but its exploration focused gameplay and whimsical art style made it a hidden gem for me. Unlocking hidden doors and discovering secrets kept things engaging, even if the gameplay wasn't as polished as some of its peers. At number 16, we had Donkey Kong Classic, a collection that brought the arcade experience home. Playing both Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. on the NES was a nostalgic treat. The simple yet addictive gameplay made it a must-have for anyone who loved the classics. Whether you were dodging barrels or climbing vines, it was a blast from start to finish. Coming at number 15 is Dick Tracy. This game stood out by blending action and detective work, requiring you to gather clues, interrogate suspects, and take down enemies in a gritty noir-style city. It was challenging but rewarding, capturing the essence of solving crimes in a way few NES games did. At number 14 is Amagon, a colorful platformer with a cool transformation mechanic. Turned into Megagon, a superpowered version of the main character, added a strategic twist to the gameplay. The quirky enemies and vibrant levels kept things interesting, making it a fun, underrated entry on the NES. Coming at number 13 is Friday the 13th. This game brought survival horror to your NES, pitting you against Jason in a tense and unpredictable battle. Managing counselors, protecting campers, and surviving nightmarish encounters made it a terrifying but unforgettable experience for fans of the genre. Coming at number 12 is Adventures of Lolo. This charming puzzle game might look simple, but it's full of tricky challenges. You guide Lolo through each stage, outsmart enemies, and solving puzzles with precision. It's a game that really makes you think, with each level offering a satisfying sense of accomplishment once you crack the puzzle. A timeless favorite for fans of brain teasers. Coming at number 11 is Tysons Punch Out. This classic boxing game challenged you to fight through a unique cast of characters like Glass Joe, King Hippo, and Bald Bull, with the ultimate goal of facing Mike Tyson himself. It's a game of strategy, quick reflexes, and perfect timing, where every victory feels earned. Coming in at number 10 is Castlevania III Dracula's Curse. This game built on the original with additions of multiple playable characters like Trevor Belmont, each bringing their own unique abilities to the table. You can switch between characters, adding a layer of strategy to your journey through the game. With its branching path, tough enemies, and iconic haunted soundtrack, Castlevania III became a fan favorite. It's one of the most challenging and rewarding action platformers on the NES. Coming in at number 9 is Contra. This run and gun classic delivered intense action with memorable levels like the jungle and base, filled with waves of enemies and epic bosses. Its co-op mode made it even more exciting, letting you team up with a friend to face the chaos together. And who could forget the iconic Konami code? Those 30 extra lives were essential for this challenging, fast-paced adventure. Contra remains a legendary NES game and a true fan favorite. At number 8, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, an absolute classic for fans of the heroes in the half shell. This game brought the fun and chaos of the arcade straight to the NES, with fast-paced action, co-op gameplay, and plenty of nods to the cartoon. It captured the spirit of the Turtles perfectly, letting players brawl through familiar locations and take down iconic villains. While it wasn't a perfect arcade port, it was a blast to play and remains one of the best beat-em-ups on the NES. At number 7, we have Ghosts and Goblins, one of the most challenging yet rewarding games on the NES. You play as Sir Arthur battling through hordes of undead and demons to rescue Princess Prin Prin. The punishing difficulty keeps you on your toes, but the tight controls and satisfying gameplay makes it worth every frustrating moment. Its iconic visual, eerie atmosphere, and unforgettable soundtrack has cemented it as a timeless classic for retro gamers. At number 6, we have Commando, a game that broke the mold for NES platformers. Instead of jumping, you use a grapple hook to swing through levels, which added a unique layer of strategy and precision to the gameplay. The levels are challenging but rewarding, and upgrading system keeps things fresh. Combined with memorable music and bold design choices, Commando stands out as one of the most innovative games of all time. At number 5, we have Double Dragon, a game that defined the beat-em-up genre on the NES. You take on the role of Billy Lee, battling through waves of enemies to rescue Marion. The game's co-op mode, smooth combat mechanics, and iconic special moves like the spin kick made it a standout. With its gritty environment, memorable music, and non-stop action, Double Dragon became a classic that's still loved by retro gaming fans today. At number 4, we have Adventure Island, a vibrant platformer that combines fast-paced action with challenging gameplay. You play as Master Higgins racing against time to save Princess Tina while collecting fruit to stay energized. Its colorful graphics, catchy music, and creative level design make it an unforgettable experience. Despite its difficulty, Adventure Island is a game that keeps you coming back for more, cementing its place as an NES classic. Coming in at number 3, we have Mega Man 2, a game that took the NES by storm and set the gold standard for platformers. With its tight controls, unforgettable music, and creative boss battles, it's no wonder this game became an instant classic. The addition of the energy tank and password system made it more accessible. While the level variety and iconic Robot Master kept players hooked, Mega Man isn't just one of the best NES games, it's one of the greatest games of all time. Coming in at number 2, we have Super Mario Bros. 3, a game that redefined what platformers could be on the NES. Its incredible level design, creative powers like the Tanuki suit, and the introduction of the world map made it a groundbreaking experience. Every level feels unique, and the variety keeps the gameplay fresh from start to finish. It pushed the NES to its limits and became one of the most iconic games of its era, a true masterpiece. And finally, at number 1, we have Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, a bold sequel that took the series in a completely new direction, combining side-scrolling action with RPG elements. This game introduced mechanics like experience points and magic that added depth to the gameplay. The challenging dungeons, unique combat, and the expansive overworld made it a standout on the NES. While it's different from the original, its innovation and ambition made it a worthy entry into the Zelda series and a timeless classic. And there you have it. That is my list of the top 20 NES games. I know that everyone's not going to agree with my picks, and that's totally fine. This is just my personal list, but I'd love to hear what your favorites are in the comments below. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.